Welcome back to the Plot Twist Unfiltered. Today's episode is about something real, something quiet, something honest. It's about what it's like when it's mostly just you and your partner and the kids against the world. A lot of the times people talk about support system, family showing up, friends stepping in, and for some people that's real. But for us, most of the time it's just me and my husband. We don't have a village. We don't have a long list of people who step in when things get hard. Most days it's just us. When something needs to be handled, we handle it. When things get heavy, we carry it together. When life gets overwhelming, we lean on each other. There are moments when my mom helps and I'm grateful for that. Christina shows up when she can and my brothers and sisters show up when they can, and Zakia and a few other friends in their own way. But the truth is, most of the time, it's still just us. There's a kind of strength that comes from not having backup. Not the loud kind, not the kind you post about, the kind where you wake up, do what you need to do, and keep moving because there's no other option. That's the strength my husband and I share. When we choose each other every day, on tired days, on stressful days, on days when we don't have answers, we'll figure it out together. We fall, we get back up, and even when it's hard, there's something powerful about knowing you're not alone in it. Um, and that's the thing that people don't understand as well. Like everyone else, when they have a village, they have a babysitter, they have a support system where they have a roof over their head all the time. Whether that be living with their parents, living with their cousins, living with their grandparents, living with friends or roommates. We don't have that luxury. It's just us. So when my husband can't go to work because he's sick, he doesn't get paid. If something were to happen to him where he's in the hospital, he would not get paid for that day. Um, because he does not have paid time off. He does not have paid vacation. So, like for instance, I'll make a example. My husband goes to work sick all the time. My husband goes to work if he gets hurt because he doesn't get paid, and if he doesn't get paid, we can't pay the bills because I don't work. I stay home with the kids and homeschool them. So, for instance, during Christmas, he had to call out of work because he hurt his back and fell and hit his back. And they told him that he had um, a bulge extraction in his spine and that he needed to call the doctor and see the doctor so that he can be referred to a specialist. That's great and fine and dandy. And of course, he's going to do that, but he has no insurance. And on top of that, that's he would have to call out of work and then he doesn't get paid for that, which makes his check shorter and then a struggle. So when we get upset with people for not being there for us, it's not because we're being selfish. We understand everybody works. We understand everybody, you know, have things in their life that they are dealing with. But it takes 2 seconds to text someone. It takes 2 seconds to call someone and check on someone. And that's all I'm saying to that. And that's the only thing I'm going to speak on. But as for my husband, he can't take off work. We are on our own. We don't have a village. We don't have a support system. Me and my husband are each other's support system. We don't have the luxury to go on vacation all the time. We don't have the luxury to have a babysitter. We don't have the luxury to have roommates. We don't have the luxury to travel, go out to eat all the time, go places and have fun. We don't have that luxury. It's just me, my husband, and our kids. And that's the truth. And if anyone is listening to this episode and gets offended by it, like friends or family, you also have to think about like I'm not trying to hurt you when I say this episode. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad. I'm speaking our truth. We don't have a support system. It's just me and my husband. Like, for instance, I'll name another incident that happened when I went into labor with my son last in 2024 in October. I had nobody to help me with my other son. My mom babysitted him, and then my sister had him. And then after my sister had to give him back, we had no one else to help us. My son was in the NICU, so I had to work around my husband's schedule to see my baby in the NICU, which is very hard to have to deal with. Anybody that has a baby in the NICU and that has to leave your baby in the NICU understands what I'm talking about, understands the pain that I'm talking about. And it's hard to just leave your baby in the hospital and go home and be okay. I couldn't sleep. And we'll get into that in another episode on what happened when you don't sleep for days. And I mean, days, for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So we had no one to help us. So my husband had to figure it out. And we had my mom's help, we had my sister's help. And then after that, we were just like, okay, what do we do next? And then we had mold in the house. There was a leak because during that month of October, there was a hurricane. Something was leaking in my roof. They had to knock out my whole wall in the kitchen and replace it and get all the mold out. We had to get a hotel. We had to sit in a hotel for about a week. No one offered us a place to stay. No one helped us. It was just us. Like, just us. And it's just like a sad thing to say, and it actually hurts. And it's hard to say out loud because, like, I look at everyone around me, I look at family, I look at friends, and I see all the support system they have, and I see all the village that they got. And sometimes I'm jealous. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I'm jealous. I'm like, damn, I wish I had that support. Like, I don't get breaks. My husband don't get breaks. It's just me and my husband. And it's like, I would love to be like, can we go on a date together? Just us? Nope. We go on a date. Our kids are coming with us. All three of them. All three of the kids is coming on the date with us. We want to travel. The kids come with us. We don't ever get to go anywhere without the kids. The kids are always coming because we don't have a village. We don't have that support system. So for us, it's really hard. Um, but I'm going to close on that note because I'll talk more about this on another episode. I don't want to give too much information. So we'll touch bases on that on another episode. If you're listening and it feels like it's just you and your partner too, I want you to know something. You're not weak. You're for feeling tired. You're not wrong for wishing it was easier, and you're not alone in doing most of it you're on your own. And it's always and as always, I'm going to close the way I always do. God granted me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you for listening. This is a Plot Twist Unfiltered.